Hi, everybody. My name is Nisha Trivedi, and I'm a senior consultant with mbaMission. And today I'm here to talk to you about researching MBA programs. But first, I'm going to just mention a few things about mbaMission, which is a full-time MBA admissions consulting firm. One of our differentiators is that all of our consultants work full-time, so we consider this a calling. And we're the highest rated firm on GMAT Club, and we're exclusively recommended by Manhattan Prep and Kaplan to their students because of the results that we've gotten for clients. And just to tell you a little bit about me, I graduated from the University of Michigan Ross School of Business for my MBA, and I went to undergrad in the University of Pennsylvania. So why is it so important to research target MBA programs? It's a time-consuming process, but it's worth it for a few main reasons. First, you really just want to gain an understanding of the program's culture and resources beyond what the website can provide. The website is a good starting point for your research, but really it can only give you so much information about the school, and it's just the surface of what the school has to offer and what it's really like to be a student there. So it's important to go to other resources after that, check out the school's blog, go to events, talk to students, talk to alumni in your network. That's the way to really get to know a school. And the reason that making that effort is so important is that ultimately you want to determine whether the program is a good fit for you, because an MBA program is a huge undertaking. It's an investment and effort because the application process is quite time consuming. You'll be away from your work for 1 or 2 years while you're undertaking a full-time MBA program. And if you're doing a part-time program, then you're balancing it out with work, which is challenging in itself. So you want to make sure that the program will help you meet your goals. And of course, an MBA is an expensive undertaking. So ultimately, you want to make sure that your investment is a wise one. And you can do that through researching the program and seeing, is this a good fit for me? Will it help me meet my professional goals and my personal development goals? And also, the process of applying is very competitive. And for the top schools, admissions committees get thousands of applications. And in many cases, a lot of the students are qualified for the program in the sense that they have strong academics, they have great work experience, they've made impact outside of work. But oftentimes, one of the main differentiators is, how well does a student know the program? How have they demonstrated through the application process their fit for the program and its culture and their knowledge of the school's resources and how the school's resources will help them meet their goals? These are things that are really important, and again, it can really differentiate an applicant from the sea of thousands of other applicants, really showing that they've done their homework, and this is very important to the admissions committee. And in terms of how the schools know which applicants did the research, instead of just telling you about it, I'll show you an example. So consider the following 2 sentences. So first, this one, which reads, Kellogg is remarkable because of its wealth of biotech and healthcare resources. I'm excited to join a community of aggressive innovators. I really believe that the health enterprise management major is unique and offers a depth of courses and practical offerings unmatched by other schools. Okay, so this isn't really saying that much, right? I say that because to me, this sentence is raising more questions than answers. What wealth of biotech healthcare resources? What do they mean by aggressive innovators? Where did they get that from? How is that health enterprise management major unique? And what is it about the offerings of Kellogg that are, that's different from other schools? So this is just vague and it doesn't offer a lot of detail and explanation. Meanwhile, contrast with this sentence. And, so I won't read this, this whole sentence out loud, but just to point out some of the things that are more effective about it is that the applicant talks about what exactly appeals to them about the health enterprise management major and, how each of the resources will help them reach their goals, and specifically which resources the student is looking forward to and why. So here in the second group of sentences, rather, there's really an explanation of what appeals to them about Kellogg's resources and exactly how the applicant will use them to reach their specific goals. So the first applicant is writing a superficial essay, while the second applicant is clearly showing that they've done the research. Now, in terms of the research that you do on schools to get to know the program, one of the top ways is to network with the program students and their alumni. So what's one of the best ways to reach out to these people to understand the program and understand the culture of the program? Well, there's several ways. First of all, there are student ambassadors who are specifically designated and trained to to speak to perspectives about the application process. So oftentimes you'll find them on campus, giving out the tours, speaking at admissions events. For example, online, it's at Stern, they show on their website, these are some of the student ambassadors and here's how you can contact them. So there's various ways to get in touch with student ambassadors across programs. There's local program events such as coffee chats. When I applied to Ross years ago, I attended a coffee chat in December, a few weeks before the round 2 application was due, to talk to second year students who were there for their holiday break. And that was very informative to learn in a more casual setting about the culture of the program. The student clubs of different MBA programs often have websites in which they'll list the names of the officers and their email addresses. And if that's the case, generally these student officers are very happy to hear from prospective students. So you can email them and ask them if they would, take a little bit of time to talk about the program as well as their involvement in that particular organization. And finally, of course, you can leverage LinkedIn and your personal connections to see if you know people who have attended these programs and what they thought of their experience. And a question I get from a lot of my clients, as well as from the consultations I do, is, after talking to these people, should I drop their names in the essays? And the answer is, you can, but within reason. You wouldn't want to mention more than 1 or 2 names, let's say in an essay about why you're interested in a program. That would just be too much. Less is more here. And also, if you do mention somebody's name, the name of someone you've spoken to, you want to make sure that it's, you don't just mention, okay, I talked to this person and we had a good conversation. You want to specify, what did that person say about, let's say, the school's culture or one of the resources that resonated with you and why, and how did it reinforce your interest in the program? That's how to really highlight the conversations that you've had with students and alumni. And so again, just a little bit about mbaMission. We have, if you've enjoyed this video, we have other videos on our website. We produce more of these every day. And definitely, as you're doing your research, check out mbaMission's free insider guides. The link is here. And these are in-depth guides for each of the top programs about the culture, about the offerings, about the campus life. So definitely check them out as a good starting point for your research. And if you haven't done a free consultation with one of our consultants yet, definitely take advantage of this resource. With that, thank you so much for listening and best of luck with your applications.